Hello and welcome to Sound Off with System One. I am your host, Allie Moen, the Engagement and Events Marketing Manager here at System One. System One is a leading provider of specialized, highly technical outsourced services and workforce solutions to critical infrastructure, technology, life sciences, and government sectors, putting more than 650 employees and 9,000 contractors to work in the United States, United Kingdom, and Canada. Thank you so much for joining us for another broadcast of Sound Off with System One. We have a great topic today. We are going to be talking with our expert panel about why you should be using a recruiter in your job search. As you're joining us today, please drop into the comment section. Let us know where you're joining from and what industry you work in. I do have Karen, a member of our marketing team, monitoring those comments. And if you do think of a question today that you'd like to ask our panel of experts as it relates to today's topic, put those in there as well. Karen will be sharing those with us, and we will try to answer as many questions as we can during the live segment today. Again, thank you so much for joining us. I'm very excited. We actually have 4 new experts joining our Sound Off panel today. So without further ado, we'll dive into some introductions and some hot jobs. Michaela, let's start with you.
Hi guys, my name is Michaela. I am an IT recruiter in the Orlando, Florida area for System One, and my hot job this week is a systems engineer in the Fort Belvoir, Virginia area. And what I am looking for is a systems engineer with a TS SCI with a CI Poly, and it is going to be on site as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Michaela. That job information is at the bottom of the screen. It's also being dropped into the comments. You can search Michaela's job using that job ID number by scanning the QR code in the top of the screen or by visiting jobs.system1.com. And now, Dana, let's head over to you for an intro and a hot job.
Thanks, Allie. My name is Dana O'Hara. I'm a senior technical recruiter with ALTA IT Services. We are the IT division of System One. And we are currently hiring a DB2 Administrator. It is located in Annapolis Junction, Maryland, with 1 day of on-site work, and it does require an active DoD secret clearance.
Great. Thank you so much, Dana. Again, job info at the bottom and in the comments. Scan that QR code and search by job ID number. Sue Ellen, let's head down to you.
Hi, I'm Sue Ellen Vale. I'm an account manager with Joulé Life Sciences sitting in New Jersey, but my job is actually a report specialist in Wareham, Massachusetts. This is actually a very exciting new position for young grads with chemistry or biology who don't want to be in the bench anymore and they'd like to write. Training is on site. It's a 6-month contract to hire. Would love to hear from our new grads to see if I can help you start a new career path.
Great. Thank you so much. Sounds like a great opportunity, Sue Ellen. Search by that job ID number 300044 by scanning that QR code. And last but certainly not least, our final expert on today's panel, George.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. My name is George Yankee, Senior Business Development Executive here based out of Orlando. I work for the engineering group, and my hot job that's going on right now is a mechanical HVAC engineer in Orlando, Florida. Must be a professional engineer licensed in this beautiful state of Florida.
Great. Thank you so much, George. And thanks to my expert panel. All of these hot jobs can be found at jobs.system1.com, or you can easily scan the QR code at the top of your screen. And without further ado, let's dive into today's topic. My panel of experts is here to talk with you a little bit about why you should be working with a recruiter during your job search. Using a recruiter as a job seeker can help make the job search a little more enjoyable and take less time. But instead of me just sitting here and explaining those reasons why, I have my team of experts here to tell you themselves. So my first question for my panel is going to go to you, Michaela. If you could kick us off. What advantages can a recruiter offer to a job seeker compared to them just conducting the job search independently?
Yeah, so a recruiter is such a great tool for candidates that are actively looking. One, as you kind of mentioned, it saves the candidate a ton of time. As we work with our candidates, we help them find the right position for them. And with that entails, it's helping look over their resume, edit anything, get them in front of the hiring manager so that's applying for certain positions for them. and then taking them through the process with interviewing, helping them interview prep, helping them with if an offer comes, helping them with different things that go into the offer with negotiating and stuff like that. But we help them through the whole process. So it does save them a lot of time on their end. But then also, as System 1 is a nationwide company, we can help network them out as well. So with any other recruiter or with our services, we can help kind of market them out to different companies in different areas, and basically what they're looking for, we can send them out. So it definitely helps grows their network as well, working with us. And then also is, as a recruiter, this is our job to help place candidates. So that's our number one goal, is to find them a position. So if we first talk to them about a position and it doesn't work out, our goal is to find them a placement and find the right fit for them.
Yeah, and to piggyback off Michaela, I feel like as recruiters and account managers, it's very important for us to understand the client relationship and client portfolio. So digging in with that, we really learn what clients are looking for candidates in their search, and we're able to help coach and guide you through that process to increase your chances of getting the job.
And to piggyback off of you ladies, also explaining what our company does, our visibility within the community, that we're not a startup agency. We've got long-term relationships with our clients, and we know the percentage rate of contract to hire or direct hire and what the steps needed for that partnership from your consultant that you're working with. So getting them prepped, making sure that they have the skills that they're looking for to add to the resume, not using broad statements, but using very succinct statements and terminology. So the manager that's looking at this knows that this person can do the job.
Yep, all fantastic points. Thank you to you all for answering that question for our viewers here. Second question I'm going to direct to you, George, to start. What qualities and skills should job seekers be looking for in a reputable recruiter to ensure that they have a successful job search?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, to be honest, high integrity, and really always being keeping the candidate abreast of every situation that's going on between the client side and their job status there. Because I think a lot of times candidates feel like recruiters only call them when they're trying to fill a position.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's not just making more of aware, hey, this is where you're at in the interview process. This is where we're at. This is what the client's saying. That transparency goes a long ways. And then they're more apt to use you down the road or refer a family member or even a colleague that's looking.
Definitely agree with you there, George. I mean, integrity is very high across all of the divisions within System 1. That's what sets us apart. And the partnership and being very transparent. And a lot of candidates say, you guys are different than any other recruiter I've worked with. You give constructive criticisms, you build up their resume, you empower them to bring back the pride that they may have lost because they've lost their job after 15 years with a company. So you're building that relationship from the beginning and empowering them to make good decisions based on salary ranges and pay rates. It's a total partnership through the entire journey, and the integrity is key in the beginning.
Yeah, absolutely. And, with the integrity and building a relationship, you really want to find a recruiter who truly listens to what you're saying and what you want in your next job. As a recruiter, I want you to stay at your job as much as you want to find a job that's permanent for you as well. So we really want to hear you out and make sure every single thing that you're looking for matches with the job that you're applying to as well.
Yep. Michaela, did you have any thoughts?
Yes, I also agree as well with all those points. And I'd also add in confidence as well as a recruiter. I think being confident in your skills and then also in the company, in the job itself, making sure you tell them all the information, you know what you're talking about, really gives, I think, that information that the candidate needs to kind of move forward with you. And that's kind of what I would add for looking for a good kind of recruiter.
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic points. I do have one more question for the group, but I first want to give some shout outs to some people in the comment section. I see Riza, Mohammed. I see several people from Maryland, Florida, New Jersey, Egypt, Canada. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you have any questions before we get to our last question here and wrap up for today, please drop those in the comment section. Our experts are here to answer questions that you want answers to. So please put those in there. We will keep an eye on that. And as we wait for some audience questions, George or Sue Ellen, actually, I'm going to come to you with our third question for today, which is if you could share some examples of how you have helped job seekers navigate the hiring process and negotiate job offers.
Okay, not a problem. I'll do my best. What we do is, well, in the beginning, we start the journey. We've used a word, listen to our consultants, listen to the candidates, and that's very, very critical. You want to make sure they have buy-in to this job search. You want to make sure that they're realistic about the salary that they're requiring based on the range of the client. Sometimes you can push the envelope, but you have to make sure you got the buy-in from your candidate. You have to discuss benefits, make sure that they look at the whole picture, because somebody might be offering them $20,000 extra, but they're going to be spending an extra 15 hours a week traveling. So you want to get the whole picture, the pros and the cons, and make sure that not only are the skills and the must-haves checked off, but their sheet of must-haves, quality of life, balance with work and family, compensation, vacation, and growth. Growth is essential in today's economy. They want to see where they can stay longer than a year or two and grow within the institution. And that's critical, and helping them make a good final family decision and a business decision for a win, not only for them, but for the company to grow into the next level and contribute into society.
Yep, fantastic. And I did see we did have a question pop up from Anand. So experts, if any of you want to provide an answer for this, do job seekers, should they be searching jobs and then linking up with a recruiter, or should they be connecting with recruiters before maybe applying and searching jobs who might be able to assist with the job search right off the bat?
I'd say connect. Yeah, I would definitely say connect with the recruiter first. Sometimes we see your resume, and as a recruiter, the first thing I'm doing is already matching you with several jobs that we have available that may not be posted online. So always check in with us. We may even have proactive jobs that our client has asked to search for a skill set that you might have. However, the job is not out there and listed. So it's always helpful to connect with us as well.
Yep, awesome. And a great way to connect is through LinkedIn. All of our experts' LinkedIn profile information is in the comments. So make sure you connect with all of them today. You can also easily connect with several recruiters out of System 1, Joulé, ALTA IT Services, and some of the other System 1 brands as well, simply by searching through the company profile on LinkedIn and searching different names. So be sure to connect there. And we do have another question from Michelle. As a recruiter, what are you looking for in a candidate to share their information with the hiring manager? So what different things are you looking for that you know a hiring manager wants to know about a candidate? If any of you have some responses.
Yeah, for me, what I look for, obviously, it starts with education, certifications that my client needs for their positions. But job stability is number one, especially in today's market. We want people that, have been employed and are looking for that job, for a new position, basically the top 20%, as they call it.
And you want to see ownership. Sometimes the responsibilities of an individual, it might be a lower end job when you're in college working, but yet all of a sudden, instead of you could become a manager in one of your jobs while you're working through school. But sometimes if you're working through young candidates, new graduates, you work through school and that shows you're able to multitask. So it shows volumes that you're out there trying and building a work ethic to move to the next level once you get your degree.
Yep. Well, fantastic. Thank you so much, experts, for being here. This was a great first Sound Off with System 1 for you all. So I hope you all decide to come back for another broadcast in the future. Thank you to our viewers that tune in every Thursday. We are here on LinkedIn and we do stream on YouTube as well every single Thursday at 2 p.m. Be sure to give System 1 a follow on LinkedIn. You can scan that QR code at the top of the screen and be taken directly to our LinkedIn page. On LinkedIn and YouTube, we share a lot of great content about resume and interviewing tips, leadership insights, success stories, and more. Be sure to tune in next Thursday for Sound Off with System 1. My lovely, wonderful, fantastic co-host, Karen Callahan, will be joined by another panel of experts to talk about finding a job after graduation. So sharing some great tips for success for those new grads out there. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time.